My name is Armon Hassan, and I'm a pop hip hop artist in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I also front the metalcore rock band After Our Animals. I've been in the Milwaukee local scene probably since 2010. Yeah, 2010, so about 12 years. Played in a couple different bands, metalcore bands like Abide by Me, Monorail Central, After Our Animals as well, obviously. And yeah, I sing, I try to produce music, I write, I do a little bit of everything. Growing up, I was never really a singer at all. In fact, I remember my first couple times like trying to sing in like bands I was starting, everybody was just like, you know, maybe just stick to screaming, man. That's like the one thing you're good at. But throughout time, I just kind of honed in my skill of being a vocalist and trying to be a versatile vocalist. And then my newest endeavor is producing, writing, mixing and mastering. Music to me it's how I express myself. I've never been somebody that's good at like expressing my emotion or being able to like really communicate with people when it comes to how I'm feeling. And if I do, it's never in like, I guess, like an appropriate manner. So I think music is my way of just like almost escaping reality, and just really figuring out who I am as a person. And it's honestly the biggest part of me. I mean, before anything, I'm a musician. I feel like regardless of like what band I'm in, what music project I'm doing, how old I am, or my financial situation or whatever, I'll always be a musician. I'll always escape in music, in my songs and the songs of artists that inspire me and mean the world to me. All my inspiration and everything I write songs about is truly life, like things I've experienced in life. I I sometimes make up stories when I write songs, but it almost always has to do with something that I've experienced. I feel like loss, pain, regret, even just a wild night with your friends is something that you can write about. I like to be theatrical with all my music, no matter how like straightforward pop it is or hip hop or metal it is. I think there's something to be said about theatrics and storytelling. Big thing I used to love writing about was Greek mythology, probably back in like my older metalcore days. And then just kind of as I've gotten older, just realized like being as real as you possibly can with your art is what makes people understand and connect with it. I'll never forget, and after our animal show, I have a part where I say, and if I were to disappear, none of you would even shed a tear. I always feel so damn alone, and nothing feels close to home. And when I wrote that, I remember being like alone in my parents' house at the time, because it was just after like a big breakup of mine, and I moved back home after living on my own for a little while. And I remember showing that to my mom, and she was like, first off, like, whoa, are you okay? And then just kind of like my dad and I sitting down, and he was like, is that marketable? Is that what people are gonna like, are people gonna enjoy listening to that? And I'll always remember playing at the Miramar and seeing 100+ kids rush the stage and lift me in the air and sing it with me. And like when I first said that, I always feel so damn alone, and hearing all those voices chant that with me, I was like, damn, everybody at some point in their time has felt that alone and that shitty. And the fact that people can connect with that and make something of that means that like my story mattered. My feelings were vindicated, and it just, music in itself makes people not feel alone. Music, art, whatever it is, at your lowest point, you have something you can connect with. I connect with a lot of artists that have more tragic backgrounds, I feel like. I've always had a problem when it comes to dealing with my emotions in some kind of manner, dealing with substance abuse and whatever else it is. Handling my life situations has not always been something that I'm proud of, but when it comes to music, there's no judgment, there's no talking down. There's no people saying, whoa, you did this, but you should have done this. With music, people just listen. And that's something that I don't think I could ever live without.